Join me on a journey to embrace your Cavella life. Standing up nice and tall. Maybe close the eyes or keep the gaze straight ahead. Really start to feel the feet grounding. Let's roll the shoulders back. Start to elongate through the spine, crown to the sky. Maybe turn the palms out to the sides. Take a nice inhale. And exhale. Start to let go of any tension. Let go of any expectation or judgment going into your practice. Just be in the moment. Let's take a big inhale. Start to float the arms up. Exhale, float the arms down. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Big inhale. Bring the palms together. Exhale, hands into the heart center. Inhale up. Palms together. Hands to heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Maybe setting an intention, dedication for your practice if you'd like. Inhale. Arms overhead. Exhale, coming into our first forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Maybe look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly roll through that spine. Come back to standing, reach to the sky. Press the palms together. Start to align the arms with the ears. Really ground through the feet, lifting and lengthening. And then exhale, start to come into a gentle back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let the fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, flat back, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll through that spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Lift the torso out of the hips. Exhale, press the hips forward. Hands to heart. One more time like that. Really move with your own breath, nice and slow and fluid. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll through the spine. Reach to the sky. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Adding on here. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Left foot coming into high plank. So high plank, you always have the option to drop the knees. But if you can hold here, start to create that beautiful straight line from the crown of your head all the way down to the heels. Draw the navel to the spine. Breathing, nice, deep, steady breath here. Try not to collapse in the neck. Nice, neutral neck. Waking up every muscle in the body, warming up the body here. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over the wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. Maybe start to shift the weight forward and back. Just stretching out the legs, waking up the feet, or just holding your plank. And then find stillness, lower the knees, the chest, the chin, hips to the sky. Coming onto the belly for baby cobra. Start to peel the chest. Hug those elbows nice and close to the body. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And let the head just hang. Maybe bend the knees, move the hips. Find your down dog. Lift the hips higher, let that sternum drop. Let the head just hang. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And let's walk the feet coming back to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot, right foot, high plank. Hold here. So find stillness or start to maybe move forward and back again if it feels right for you. And then come back to stillness. Slowly lower the knees, the chest, the chin. Baby cobra. Peel that chest, lifting up a little bit higher, engaging the lower back. Feet are touching. Exhale, tabletop. Tuck the toes, down dog. So take any movements you need to feel comfortable here in your down dog. And let's walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Reach to the sky. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Holding here, coming in for chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink the hips. So check to make sure you can see all 10 toes. Make sure the knees aren't past the toes. Lift the chest, unshrug the shoulders, slight pelvic tilt. Gaze up between the palms. Sit down nice and low. And then inhale, straighten those knees, opening the chest to the sky. Exhale, chair squats. Big inhale. Move at your own pace with your own breath. Inhale. Warming up those legs. Inhale. Exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Sit down a little bit lower each time. Big inhale. Last one, hold here. Exhale, dive it down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Walk the feet. Find your high plank. And lower down, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Find your down dog. Adding on here, we're going to lift that right leg up to the sky. Coming in for our three-legged dog. So let's square the hips to the ground, shoulders to the ground. Maybe flex that right foot. Drop the left heel. Exhale, float that right foot to meet the left, coming back to down dog. High plank. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Square those hips. Square the shoulders. Flex or point that left foot a couple of times, warming up that ankle. Drop the right heel. Exhale, float the left foot to meet the right. Down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Two nice deep breaths. Reconnect with that breath. Let that chest drop. Let the hips rise. Let the heels drop to the ground. And let's walk the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back to that chair. Big inhale up. Exhale, float the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back, standing cobra. Exhale, back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the fingers interlaced. Let the belly come on the thighs, chest to knees. Let the head drop towards the shins. Bend the knees. Start to straighten the knees. Lift the arms to the sky. Breathe. So try to get a nice hamstring stretch. Keep trying to straighten those knees. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Sweep the arms. Come back into that chair. Big inhale up. Exhale. Chair pose. Exhale. Dive it down. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Fold. Right foot. Left foot. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. This time bend that knee and stack the hip. Right hip stacks over the left. Start to let that right foot just hang heavy. Maybe draw that right heel towards the right glute. Getting a nice stretch in that front right quad. And then draw the knee into the chest. Step through for low lunge. Let's drop that left knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Start to sink the hips down. Exhale, float the arms. Interlace the fingers. Lift the chest to the sky. Let the head drop back. Keep sinking those hips. Get nice and deep here. Exhale, frame that right foot. Come back, tuck the left toes. Three-legged dog. Stretch that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, down dog, high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Take the left leg up. Three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. So really try to get that left hip to open up. Maybe gaze under that right armpit, search for that left foot. Drop the right heel. Then draw the knee in through the chest, step through, low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, sink the hips. Gaze up between the palms. Exhale, float the arms. Interlacing the fingers. Let that head drop back, sink deeper. Exhale, release. Frame that left foot. Tuck the right toes, left leg to the sky. Really stretch it out. Exhale, float the left foot to meet the right foot. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward face. Exhale, down dog. 2 deep breaths, so try to go a little deeper here. Breathe. Nice deep inhale. And let's slowly lower the knees down to the ground and float right into your extended child's pose. So coming into your extended child's pose. Maybe widen the knees if that feels good. Or if you need any other extra support, a blanket, a block, have that close. So moving into our yin practice. Let the chest drop to the thighs. Maybe that forehead is touching the ground. Let the hips sink to the heels. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Maybe just notice where your body has some tension, some resistance, maybe in the upper back, the shoulders. Maybe the lower back, the hips. Just start to take the breath to those areas of the body that need a little extra attention. Staying in the present moment, just being here. So as you move through your yin practice, keep in mind we're searching for that edge, that point of resistance. When you find that point of resistance, maybe feeling a little uncomfortable, just hold the posture and breathe. Allow the body to surrender, to relax. Let's slowly start to make your way up to a tabletop position. And then find your plank pose. Move through a nice slow chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. So we're going to start with the lower body. Lifting that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the right knee into the chest. Step through for your low lunge, dragon pose. So if you need blocks for extra support or a blanket, go ahead and grab any extra props you need. So coming into dragon pose, make sure the alignment you want to make is correct. You want to make sure the right knee is stacked over the right ankle. No weight in the left knee. If you lift up that leg, resting on the top of the left foot, most of the weight is in the top of the left foot and the right foot. And then gently just let that left knee ground. So if you've been practicing for a while, you can go right into lizard pose if you like, or just stay here. Start to let the upper body totally relax. So no weight in the arms, the palms. This is all about the hips, this area, the glutes, the hamstrings. Start to let that left leg slide back. Let the hips sink deeper towards the ground. Let the head just hang. Quiet the mind. So as you hold these postures, you'll notice different sensations in the body. So just let them come and allow the body to just surrender. If you want to go for lizard, if you haven't already, start to move that right foot out towards the side of your mat. Walk the right palm inside the right foot. So different variations here. You can stay lifted on the palms. You can tuck the left toe, extending that left leg back. It's a little bit more active. You can drop down onto the forearms, lowering the chest closer to the ground. Maybe roll onto that outer edge of the right foot, opening up that right knee, opening up the right hip. So wherever you are, just breathe, stay with the breath. Again, if you've been practicing for a while and you want to take a twisted lizard here, grounding on the left forearm, start to turn the torso in towards that right thigh. Maybe take that right palm to the knee, to the thigh. Maybe float it up, extending, gazing up, and then wrapping it around the lower back. Gazing over that right shoulder. So this is a little more active, getting into the upper body. So you may not want to do that. You may just want to stay in a more relaxed variation. Also, if you want to take that twisted lizard, come up onto that left palm and twist. So any variation, just keep the focus on the hips, searching for that space. If you're in the twist, slowly start to make your way back to center. Coming back to lizard. If you start to walk that right foot back in, coming back to the low lunge dragon. Frame the foot with the hands. Tuck the left toes. Coming into your three-legged dog. Extend that right leg up to the sky. Exhale, slowly float it down, down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. So we're going to stay on that right leg, that right hip. Coming back, three-legged dog, lift that right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Coming in for our pigeon pose. Draw the knee to the chest. Take that right knee over towards the right wrist. Slide the left leg directly behind you. Start to walk that left foot over towards the left wrist. So we're working towards getting that right shin parallel with the front of the mat. Avoid collapsing and sinking into that right hip. Stay nice and lifted here. So if this is too intense for you, there is another variation, laying on the back. Coming into your bridge pose, so both knees bent. Crossing that right ankle over the left knee. So if you're here, maybe lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slowly lowering down. Maybe stacking the forearms, maybe extending the arms. Forward, whatever feels good here. And just breathe. Maybe as the body relaxes, slowly go a little bit deeper. Let that chest drop a little closer. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose. start to walk back up, coming up onto the palms, coming back up to where you started. So we're going to come into shoelace, floating that left leg around to the front, keeping the right knee bent, grounded. Start to cross that left leg over the right, stacking the left knee on top of the right knee. So as best you can here. Start to ground the sits bones. Maybe take the hands to the ankles. Start to walk the legs out. Just notice how this gets into the hips in a different way from the other postures. Sit up nice and tall, lengthen through the crown. Try to relax the upper body. Nice deep inhale and exhale. And if you feel really comfortable here, you can start to draw the forehead to that knee, rounding through the spine. Relax the shoulders. Try to draw that forehead a little deeper. So I'm going to try to quiet the body, hold, find that stillness if you can. Slowly releasing, coming to sit up nice and tall. So from here, taking your bottom leg, which should be your right leg, mindfully just extend it out. Flexing that right foot. Keep that knee to the sky, the right knee. Ground the left foot. Let's take the palms, interlace the fingers, and bring the palms underneath that right knee. Slowly start to come into a forward fold. Keep that right foot flexed. You start to feel a nice stretch in the right hamstring here. Relax through the left foot. Start to let that left knee stack on top of the right knee, allowing you to go a little bit deeper here, dropping the chest. Again, relax through the shoulders. Breathe. It's okay to round through the spine. slowly release, coming back up. Release the fingers. Walk that left foot in. Ground the sole. Ground the hips. Take the left palm behind the lower back. Reach and extend through that right arm. Coming into a seated spinal twist, take the right elbow. Cross it over that left knee if you can. And then come in to twist the spine. Start to feel a nice stretch in that left glute. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the nose. And exhale, slowly release, come back to center. Start to extend through that left leg, sweep it around behind you, bending the right knee. So coming back to that pigeon pose that we started with. Start to tuck the left toes and extend that right leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, float the right leg down. Flow through your high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. So start to pedal the heels here, bend the knees, move the hips. Maybe notice how that right side feels compared to the left side. And then moving to the opposite side, the opposite leg. Left leg to the sky, bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw the knee in. Step through for dragon, low lunge. So make sure you have that left knee stacked over the left ankle. Let the hips drop towards the ground. Ground the palms. Relax the whole upper body. Take any weight out of the palms, the arms, the hands. Close the eyes. And if you want to go for lizard pose, start to walk that left foot out. Walk the left palm inside the left foot. Keep sliding that right leg back. Lowering the hips down to the ground. Maybe roll onto that outer edge of the left foot. Opening up that hip. And just breathe here. Search for that edge. Search for that point of resistance. And if you took the twist on the opposite leg, do it on this side just to balance the body. So staying grounded on the right forearm, start to turn that torso in towards the left hip. Maybe float that left arm up to the sky, gazing up. Maybe wrap that left arm around the lower back. So getting a deep spinal twist here. And then feel what it's doing in that hip, lower back. Front hip flexor. Breathe, don't hold the breath. The breath will allow the body to relax and surrender. Holding the breath, you're tensing up the body, so stay with that breath. And if you're in the twist, slowly make your way out. Come back to center. Start to walk that left foot back in, coming back to low lunge dragon pose. Tuck the right toes, extending that left leg up to the sky, stretch it out, three-legged dog. Get a nice stretch here. Exhale, float that left foot to meet the right foot, coming into down dog. You could always hold your down dog here or flow through your high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Staying on that left leg, left side. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Float into your pigeon pose. So we're getting into a lot of pretty intense hip openers early this morning. So again, make sure you listen to your body. Do what feels good for you. So coming into pigeon, start to walk that left shin forward. Avoid collapsing into that left hip. Stay nice and high. So today you might just be holding here. This might be challenging enough. When you're ready, start to fold over that left shin. Stacking the forearms, letting the chest drop. So just to show you another variation, if this is too intense, feel free to just lie on the back. Coming into your bridge pose first. And taking that left ankle, crossing it over the right knee. Start to press that left knee away. So this is just another option if pigeon pose is too intense in the knees. Getting the same benefits, just keep pressing that left hip open, press the knee away. You could even take the hands underneath that right thigh, extend the leg up, creating that figure 4. So great hip opener, a little less intense, less pressure on the knees. So feel free to take whatever variation works for you. So wherever you are, let's start to make our way back up, walking up to the palms first. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's take that right leg and sweep it around, coming to the front. So coming into that shoelace pose. So sometimes it's difficult to stack the knees. Another way to get into this pose is to start to come up onto the palms and cross like you're crossing your legs. Align the knees and then slowly start to ease back onto the sits bones. So these are pretty challenging, intense poses. So if you can't get into them, just be patient with your body. It's okay. This posture is very challenging for me. So some poses come easy and some poses don't. So the more we practice, little by little, they get a little bit easier. You bring the hands to the ankles, start to walk the feet out. Really sit up nice and tall, and then if you feel pretty comfortable here, feel free to come into a forward fold, rounding through the spine. If that feels good for you, bring the forehead to the knees. So really start to feel an intense stretch in the outer hips, the glute area. And just hold there and breathe. Relax the shoulders, relax the neck, the jaw. It's all about the hips. Slowly release out of this pose. Sitting up nice and tall. So taking the bottom leg, which should be your left leg, let's Carefully, gently slide it out. So keeping that right knee stacked on the left knee, start to flex through that left foot, left knee to the sky. Take the palms face down towards the ground, interlace the fingers, placing them underneath that left knee, so protecting that left knee, giving it a little extra support, keeping that foot flexed. Start to come into a forward fold. So you might feel this in the lower back. Maybe you'll feel it in that left hamstring. Stay with your breath. Don't hold the breath. Try to unshrug the shoulders. And slowly release. Release the fingers, the palms. Start to walk that right foot grounding onto your mat. So coming into a spinal twist. Take that right palm behind your lower back, extend through the left arm, and exhale. Bring that left elbow to the opposite side of the right knee. Start to twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Getting a nice twist through the spine and stretching out those hips, the glutes. Nice deep inhale and exhale, twist. Slowly release. Coming back to center. Let's float that right leg behind you. Bend the left knee in front. So take your time, move slow. Tuck the right toes. So right leg's behind you, tucking the right toes. Start to extend that left leg up to the sky, coming into your three-legged dog. Stretch it out. Exhale, float that left foot to meet the right foot. Down dog, maybe bend the knees, move the hips, pedal the heels. Take some movements here. And then settle into your down dog. Maybe drop those heels a little closer. Notice how you feel in this down dog. And slowly, if you'd like, start to move through your high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, down dog. From here, slowly let the knees float down to the ground. Exhale, coming back to your extended child's pose. Maybe the knees are nice and wide here. Let the chest drop, the forehead drop. slowly float up to tabletop. So we're going to start to come into our upper body, getting some nice shoulder openers. So coming into your tabletop, slightly towards the back of your mat. Make sure the hips are stacked over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. Start to walk the palms out, coming into our melting heart. So maintain the hips over the knees. Walk the palms out. So here, if you need a block or a blanket underneath the chest for extra support. So when you can't walk the palms out any further, slowly start to let the chest drop down towards the ground. Keeping the eye gaze straight ahead, maybe dropping the chin towards the mat, or let the forehead touch. Try to keep the elbows, forearms lifted off the ground. Start to feel the shoulders opening, getting a stretch in the armpits, the upper back. Keep working towards lowering that chest. Maybe the chest one day lies on the ground. Just breathe here. Slowly start to release, dropping the forearms, the elbows down to the ground, and then slide right onto the belly. Take the arms alongside the body, maybe touch the forehead, stimulating that third eye. Let the shoulders fall forward. Let the legs just fall to the sides. Start to walk the palms towards the chest, and then taking the arms out in front of you, we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. So resting on the forearm, spread the fingers nice and wide. Maybe take the legs mat's width. Make sure the shoulders are stacked over the elbows. Start to lengthen through the spine, crown to the sky. Puff the chest forward. So now you'll start to feel maybe a little tension, resistance in the lower back. So we're getting into the back. Relax the shoulders, the jaw, the neck. Unclench the glutes. Let the muscles relax. start to imagine there's a string attached to the front of your chest and one to the top of your head. And both are being pulled at the same time. Start to puff the chest forward and lift through the crown. Stay light in the palms. Close the eyes or keep the gaze straight ahead. So feel free to stay here in your Sphinx pose if you'd like to go a little deeper. You want to transition into seal. Start to slowly lift the elbows, forearms off the ground. And just notice how that feels in the back. Keep puffing the chest out, crown to the sky. Stay with your breath. Don't hold the breath. Relax the legs. And exhale, slowly release. Seal coming back to Sphinx pose. Let's take the palms outside the chest. Start to press the body back, coming into your extended child's pose. So really move slow here. Stretch out that lower back, the arms, the shoulders, the hips. Slowly floating up, coming up to a comfortable seated position. When you're ready, let's extend the legs out in front. So moving slightly towards the front of your mat, bend the knees, soles of the feet to the mat. Just taking a couple of seated cat-cows around the back. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Big inhale, lift the chest up to the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, round. Inhale up. One more time. Moving with your own breath. Inhale, let the head drop back. And exhale, round. This time, let the back come to lie on the ground, coming all the way down onto your mat. Let's hug the knees into the chest. Relax through the neck, ground the shoulders. So extending the legs up to the sky. So we're going to come into an inversion. You're in an inversion right here. This is really good for the body. You can also take the legs against the wall. If you're going to go up against the wall, just make sure that you bring your butt as close to the wall as possible. If you want to go into a plow or shoulder stand, start to lift the hips, taking the palms to the lower back. So in shoulder stand, stacking the toes over the ankles, ankles over the knees over the hips, hips over the shoulders. If you want to go into plow, start to slowly lower the legs behind you. If the toes touch, maybe take the hands, yogi toe grip, or bend the knees towards the ears. Or maybe take the hands forward in that reverse volleyball grip, taking dual action here, legs in one direction, arms in the other. When you're ready, slowly, if you're in plow, come back to shoulder stand. Slowly roll through the spine. Start to float the legs down to the ground, nice and slow, supporting that lower back. And if you want to take a counter pose here, you can come into fish pose, tucking the forearms, palms facing down underneath the hips. Coming up onto the forearms, start to lift the chest up to the sky, let the head drop back, lowering onto the crown. Point the toes, full expression, lifting the legs up. Maybe 6 inches, 12 inches off the ground. And exhale, slowly release. So coming into our final yin posture, Shavasana. So grab a blanket to cover you to keep your body nice and warm. Just take the legs, maybe mat's width. Take the arms, open up, palms to the sky. Come back to the present moment. Find that stillness in the body and mind. Allow the body to just melt into the mat. Coming back to that natural breath. So feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. The longer you stay, the more benefits you'll gain here. Really important to allow the body to rest and restore. If you'd like to join me in coming out of Shavasana, maybe start to bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhaling the arms up overhead. And then slowly just rolling onto the right side, coming into a fetal position, just taking some nice deep breaths there. And then whenever you're ready, just make your way back up to a comfortable seated position, maybe keeping the eyes closed. Taking the palms to the knees. Roll the shoulders back. Crown to the sky. Closing out with some cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the mouth. Big inhale up and exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up and exhale. Last one, inhale up and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. I hope you feel really good. Just make sure to hydrate throughout the day. Keep moving. Sending you peace, love, and happiness. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at cavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cavella Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.